Hello and welcome to Gibletish. This is Nephilim. Today we're going to be reading from the Coppermind Wiki about the Unmade and who are the members of the Unmade. Alright, let's get on with the show. Members of the Unmade. Ashertmarn. Ashertmarn, the heart of the revel, is the final of the three great mindless Unmade. His gift to men is not prophecy or battle focus, but a lust for indulgence. From Hessi's Mythica, page 224. Ashertmarn is a mindless Unmade that is also known as the heart of the revel. He takes the form of an enormous black inhuman heart that grows veins into the ground. Those who fall under Ashertmarn's influence are driven to debauchery and excess, in extreme cases to the point of total mindless indulgence. Ashertmarn was most recently seen in Kholinar, grown over the Oathgate, where he managed to influence many of the Alethi elite to abandon their lives and responsibilities in favor of the revel. His location is unknown after he left the Oathgate platform. Ba-Ado-Mishram. I find Ba-Ado-Mishram to be the most interesting of the Unmade. She is said to have been keen of mind, a high princess among the enemy forces, their commander during some of the desolations. I do not know how this relates to the ancient god of the enemy named Odium. From Hessi's Mythica, page 203. Ba-Ado-Mishram is one of the most intelligent Unmade. She is crafty and conniving. She served as one of Odium's commanders during the desolations. About 2,500 years after the Ariatium, she connected with the vast majority of singers instigating the false desolation. She was able to grant them forms of power and provide void light. A Knight's Radiant strike team captured Ba-Ado-Mishram in a perfect gemstone at the end of the false desolation, which cut off her connection to the singers, stealing their minds and touched the souls of all who belonged to Roshar. The current location of her gemstone prison is unknown. Kalak was present during the capture, so he may have some clues to its location. He believes Ba-Ado-Mishram should be found and released. Ba-Ado-Mishram is also being sought by the Ghostbloods for unknown purposes, possibly to aid their mission of transporting Stormlight off of Roshar. Chemoarish. Little is known of the Unmade Chemoarish. By the modern era of solitude, she is known as the Dust Mother and is often conflated with the Night Watcher. There is a variety of lore associated with her, but all of it is currently unknown. In Bavland, her name is invoked as a curse. Dagonarthus. Let me no longer hurt, let me no longer weep. Dagonarthus, the black fisher holds my sorrow and consumes it. Dagonarthus is also known as the Black Fisher. He has not been recorded as active on Roshar recently, but may have been involved with the scouring of Amia. There is some uncertainty in the mythology as to whether Dagonarthus was one of the Unmade, but some scholars are convinced. Moloch. Moloch is close. I can hear his wheezing, his scratching, his scraping at times like a rat breaking through walls. Jezreel on Moloch. Moloch is an Unmade associated with precognition and visions of the future. His presence allows for the death rattles that King Taravangian used to modify the diagram. Moloch's appearance is unknown. He took up residence in Kharbranth in the year of 1167, then relocated for unknown reasons 7 years later to the Horn-Eater Peaks. Nergal. Nergal was known for driving forces into a battle rage, lending them great ferocity. Curiously, he did this to both sides of a conflict, Voidbringer and human. This seems common of the less self-aware Spren. From Hessi's Mythica, page 121. Nergal is a mindless Unmade that is closely associated with battle rage. Nergal is not very intelligent, taking an animalistic joy in death and killing. He takes the form of an enormous red mist roiling with the forms of men fighting and dying. Nergal causes the effect known as the thrill, which drives men to fight far beyond even when they should have given up and makes them enjoy the killing. During the Battle of Thelen Field, he was captured within the King's Drop Ruby by Dalinar. Afterwards, this perfect gem was sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Reshephir. Reshephir, the Midnight Mother, giving birth to abominations with her essence so dark, so terrible, so consuming. She is here. She watches me die. Dated Shashabev, 1173, 8 seconds pre-death. Subject, a dark-eyed dockworker in his 40s, father of 3. Reshephir is also known as the Midnight Mother and the Spawning Mother. She takes the form of a mass of black tarry substance that is capable of flowing over surfaces and appears to have screaming faces bubbling to the surface. Her primary ability is to spawn the Midnight Essence, a type of spren that takes the form of creatures and people they see around them, to try and understand humankind by mimicking them. She is a creature of instinct that is drawn to violence and pain. Before the Recreants, she infiltrated Urithiru and was captured by a Lightweaver. After the Recreants, she escaped imprisonment and inhabited Urithiru for centuries, until fleeing the tower as a result of a confrontation with Shallan. Her current location is unknown, but at some point she reported incorrectly to the Fused that the sibling was dead. Sja-anat. You sacrifice some of your children so others could live. It is the law of nature. Humans didn't understand it, but she did. Sja-anat. Sja-anat is known as the Taker of Secrets. She takes the form of a jet-black shadow that points the wrong way with white holes for eyes that often appears in mirrors, as actually seeing her requires reflected light. She exists halfway between Shadesmar and the physical realm, experiencing both at the same time. She considers herself intelligent, but not the most clever Unmade. Her primary ability is to corrupt spren, which she refers to as enlightening. She is capable of corrupting both lesser spren and true spren, as well as larger spren, such as the spren of an Oathgate. These corrupted spren often act as her servants and messengers. She is actively working against Odium while trying to convince him that she is not. While her allegiance to mankind is uncertain, she has taken the following actions against Odium's bidding. She sent her children, Gliss and Tumi, to bond allies of the Knights Radiant. She also has more corrupted spren willing to bond. She saved Shallan and her companions from death while traveling through the Kholinar Oathgate, whose spren she corrupted. She sent corrupted wind spren to Taravangian so he could use them to lure Odium into the presence of Nightblood, use the sword to destroy Rays, and take up the shard of Odium. Yelagnar. Yelagnar, called Blightwind, was one that could speak like a man, though often his voice was accompanied by the wails of those he consumed. Traxil, line 33, Yasna's notebook. Yelagnar, also known as Blightwind, differs from the other Unmade. Instead of having a specific physical appearance, he is capable of joining with humans or singers who swallow his gemstone, granting them use of all 10 surges. Those he possesses have red eyes, grow crystals from their bodies, and appear to be wreathed in a black wind. Those that join with Yelagnar must control him if they do not wish to be consumed by him. And that is the end of the video. I know, half of what I was reading was unknown, not sure, we don't really know, because the only person who knows right now is Brandon Sanderson. Cannot wait for more information. But until then, I will see you airsick lowlanders next week. Bye!